Take it easy, mama. Funny thing happens on the road to hell. The universe has a sick, twisted sense of humor. You know that? I can sit here 2 days ago and genuinely ask out why no one will wake up. And lo and behold, 2 days later, you get your answers. It's funny like that. Isn't it funny how life works? You ask a question, you ask a genuine question, like you put your whole heart and soul behind it, and the answer finds you. So why won't anyone wake up? Well, there's a multitude of reasons, I found out, but can we break it down into one simple, easy answer? I'm not sure. But there is a psychological phenomena from two separate parts of the globe. One is from Greek. They actually created a myth around a true human tribal sensibility. This is called the Cassandra effect. The story of Cassandra is this, for anyone that doesn't know it. Cassandra was cursed by the gods to see the future. And every prediction that she would ever make would always come true. On the opposite side of that, no one would ever believe her. This was a true psychological phenomena that they recorded down as a myth to teach their people. The overall answer behind all of it is this. If you're smart enough to see ahead of the curve, you will be punished for it. Because just because you're ready to see what comes next, and just because you're ready to experience it, doesn't mean everybody else is. So you're constantly labeled the problem, the one that talks too much, the one that's arrogant, the one that's this or that. So it brings you down to their level, and it makes them okay with dealing with you. Because you pointing something out that you see coming, and it could be completely true, if the rest of the people are not ready to deal with that, they're going to get anxious. They're going to get nervous. They're going to rebel until they themselves, and by extension, every average motherfucker on the face of the earth, is ready to deal with it. Until that point, depending on what point in history you're born into, you're labeled heretic. Yeah, you're labeled satanic. You're labeled demonic. You're labeled crazy. Just because you might be more intelligent than the rest of them, and you see something that's coming that they're not ready to see. Because remember, the human brain identifies patterns, symbols. What have I been teaching you guys this whole time? It's all about symbology. It's all about pattern recognition. And the higher the IQ, the more complex patterns you can isolate, and you can pull up, and you can be like, yeah, I see it. And most of the time, because human beings have had this we'll say mask, because I don't want to say lie. They think intelligence is somebody that is quick-witted, can come back even keeled, can make themselves appear to be likable, but not too far ahead of everybody else. That's what human beings define as real intelligence. To where if somebody is actually contemplative, which means if I actually sit here and take 2 seconds to actually stop and think about what I want to say and put those words together perfectly so all of you understand it, I'm going to be demonized for that. I'm slow. I'm not as intelligent as I think. These are all things to bring somebody that you might feel threatened by down to your level or below it. It's funny asking those questions, how the answers always just show up. It's very funny how that happens. The Cassandra effect. They also have one, was it Austria or was it Australia? I didn't have my glasses on when I was reading the article. It's called pruning the poppy. And this is both used as a gardening tip, but also it's a way that human beings have pruned intelligent human beings over millennia, right? So the poppy theory goes that they only allow poppies to grow to a certain level, right? Something that gets bigger than the rest, something that stands out from the rest, cannot be allowed. Same thing. Same thing with the Cassandra effect. If you come out with something truly intelligent that people are not ready to accept within themselves or anything like that, they will prune you down just to make themselves feel better. It doesn't matter if you're right or not. And then after the fact, when you're proven to be right, when everybody is actually ready to accept that truth within themselves, then they retroactively go back and be like, oh, I'm sorry, you were right, blah, 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 blah. But humanity as a whole will never accept the truly intelligent, the truly high IQ human being, because they don't reward exceptionalism. They reward average standouts. Keep that in mind.